dumbbell deadlift. This is extremely specific and it's easy to do wrong. So stick with me here as I try to explain what your dumbbell deadlift looks like. So we're gonna have our feet directly under those hips, not too wide, not too narrow. We're gonna put a slight bend in the knees from the start. Then we wanna focus on hinging our hips backwards. So we wanna think reach with your hips, trying to touch your hips to the back wall, and that's gonna bring your arms down slightly to about mid-shin. Then we're gonna squeeze the glutes to stand up. So a common mistake is that people reach forward with their arms and not at all with their back or their hips. So right now you can see a pretty huge curve in my spine. We don't want that. We wanna think shoulders back, and we're gonna be reaching away from the center line with our hips, keeping the dumbbells against our legs. So another way to say this is, imagine there's a wall right in front of me. Actually, this post works pretty good. So the wrong way to do it is to be reaching with our chest forward, and that's not what we want. What we want is to reach our hips away from that post. See the difference? So we're not falling forward, we are reaching backwards. And the chest coming forward is a consequence of the hips going backwards. So it's not wrong that your chest is coming down and forward, but we just don't want that to be the only movement. So it's wrong if we're just folding forward with no hip movement. It's right if we are pushing our hips backward, and that's what's causing the chest to come forward. So one more time, I'll show you from the front and from the back. Dumbbells are glued to your legs, slight bend in the hips, chin to chest, pushing through the hips till our arms are about mid-shin. Then we're going to squeeze those glutes and stand up. From the side, push your hips backward, hinging. You only want to go as low as you can keep your back parallel. So for me, if I go any lower, my shoulders are going to drop forward and my back is no longer parallel. So that's going to be your stopping point, as soon as you can no longer keep that flat spine. All right, hope that helps with your dumbbell deadlifts.